Everybody, SoCal Thero here. Welcome you back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Today we are going to be working on the Ferrari F40. It's the blue vehicle right over there. We're going to do something a little different today, kind of following the trend of my other videos. This is the engine for the Ferrari. It's a supercharged V8. I just fixed one of these up just recently, and it was put into the Warthog, the vehicle from Halo. So I'm not going to be building it because obviously it's already built. So we're going to take the engine off the crate here. We have one more car that I pulled down here to work on. I'll let you guys kind of take some wild guesses at what it can be. It does have a light bar on it though, so that might give some indication. We're going to go ahead and install the motor into the Ferrari, and since the motor is already done, I left the suspension work to be done on this thing still. As well as the body, of course. That's something I always like to do on camera with you guys, so you can see the different selections of body paneling that the mods come with the cars. So we're just putting some oil in there right now. Not doing anything fancy as far as like making this thing as fast as can be. These cars are really gem, if I'm just being completely honest. They're some really nice cars, and they're definitely a collector's item. So the last thing you want to do is start throwing a bunch of horsepower at it so it can just get destroyed and lose its value. So we're going to be working on it just for, let me see here. Oh, I got one of each fuel pump. So maybe it will have a fuel, it'll have a performance fuel pump in it at the very least, just because I have a hand-me-down still from a previous project. Well, hopefully that doesn't destroy it. They'll run in two different ones. Let's see here. We are missing quite a bit of parts, so let's go ahead and get in here and start finding them. I think that was one of them. And then the exhaust, I'm not too worried about just yet. I want to get this suspension going first. Oh, I'm out of spring caps. Wasn't planning on running out of those anytime soon, but apparently I am now. So we might as well get that too. Let's see, spring cap. There you are. Buy one for this, and then we'll buy another 20 just because I'm sure I'll need them down the road as long as the game keeps functioning as well as it has been. The reason that this series kind of came off the channel for a while anyways, or it's been absent, it's not because I got bored of it or anything. It's just the stability of the game was just not there anymore. It was having a really hard time with crashing, and to be fair, I have a lot of mods in the game, so that is to be expected. But the other part of it as well is my computer just could not record it properly, and it just could not handle it anymore. So it was finally time to kind of let it die off a little bit, and fortunately for me, I was able to upgrade my system recently. I have dual graphics cards in here now, so I should be able to run this just fine. I have not edited a video yet of the pre-recordings that I've done to make sure that it is coming out properly. So really hoping that these are recording correctly right now. Just kind of going on a whim here of just, okay, I'm going to do this, and hopefully it recorded correctly and I'm not going to lose all my content. But yeah, that was the reason why this disappeared from the channel. So I got my upgraded GPUs. I have some RAM, some new RAM that I'm expecting pretty soon. My buddy that built my PC, his name is State. You've seen him in some of my videos as well. Mostly like GTA Online. He is upgrading his system, so I'm kind of getting his hand-me-downs for the time being and buying them at a cheaper price. So can't never go wrong with that. So with these upgrades, my system should be doing a lot better now for recording, so there's not so much lag in it. This is the only thing I need is the front exhaust section, or front exhaust pipe C. Okay. Might as well do this. I haven't put an exhaust on a car in a while, so this is front exhaust pipe C. I think it's this one. It looks like the correct shape. It looks like a downpipe. Yep. Okay. There we go. The last few mods I've been working with on the on this game, they haven't had. Oh yeah, there's two different sizes. I think I want the wider in the rear. Yeah. They haven't had exhaust systems in them, so it's been little bit of hit or miss with it in regards to that, if I had to do one or not, which is the case in this one too. It's only got 2 sections of exhaust. All right, let's go ahead and add that. There we go. All right, so the rear end is pretty much done. We're gonna move to the front end here. And like always, I don't know if I have all the parts to this or not, and as you saw already, I'll buy them along the way if I need to. Yep, I'm gonna need a steering knuckle already. But like I always say, the generic parts that you commonly need all the time, I usually have a pretty good amount of those, such as the tie rods and the this brake boosters and the battery and whatnot. Well, most of the time the car comes with the battery. I just need to recharge it and then it's good to go. I don't think I've ever had to replace one that I can recall. Maybe there was a time where I did replace one because I either sold it by accident or it didn't come with it, but I'm having a hard time remembering if that was the case. Alright. That I have to access from the engine, which means I have to be over the car here. Not under it, even though it's under in this case. Go ahead and throw the tire on here as well. And this is pretty much a restoration project. So these are the same wheels that came on it, other than I had to replace the ones that broke and I couldn't salvage. Was I missing something over here? Nope. Okay. I wanted to say I forgot something over there, but I guess not. That's good. But yeah, the wheels are the same wheels that came with it. The other than the ones that broke, I left the same motor, everything that I could salvage, I kept. Basically. Oh, I jumped in here and I forgot which one this is. I was gonna buy a C. I'm glad I checked. It's a B. There we go. Alright, I'm starting to run low on some of those parts that I keep abundance of there. And bushings always seem to go the quickest, just because every car needs them, and they always need like 2 to 4 in just one section. Like this is, yep, I'm out of rubber bushings already. Alright, so we need to buy some of these. We're going to buy a few. They'll be good for a little while. And now we can finish this wheel housing up, or the wheel assembly rather, the hub. Get the brake system on here. And then in regards to, like I said, I was restoring this. The tires are the same tires that the car had on it. It had racing slicks, and they were the older looking ones, and it's the same tire size as well. So I stuck to that. I was going to paint the wheels a different color, but I just wanted to kind of do a like ground up restoration of this car, so I decided not to go that route. So I think the suspension work's all done on this thing. We're going to go ahead and lower it down like you're seeing, and get in here and start putting the last little bit of the engine together before we start working on the body and the interior. And of course I don't have the radiator. It's one of those things, I should keep more of them on me, but I just don't. As you can see, my game kind of lags, so I tend to try to sway away from having like radiators, because there's a few different types, and then of course you have all the different parts. So if I buy a lot of those, then that's just even more inventory for my game to try to render in each time I go into the inventory. Alright, so the front end of this thing looks like it's done. Let's go ahead and check the back of the engine here. Yep. Oh, it's got air filter boxes. I still got to do those. So far this thing only has one performance part on it, and that is a fuel pump. And it's only one of the 2 that you need. No air filter bases, which means I probably don't have the air filters either and the tops, but that's okay. The air filter I know for sure I don't have, because those things you never can repair. They're just filthy. Oh, I had one of the covers. Okay. And I did buy a bunch of clips the last time I had to do this, so I do have those readily available. Alright, so that one's done. Let's go to the other side. We'll just need a cover And then we should be done on that part too. Let's see, air filter cover, there it is. We're moving pretty quickly on this project. I did make a few other videos of Car Mechanic Simulator. I'm pre-recording them, so I don't know which one comes out first. But if this is a shorter episode, there will be a few others that are quite long that hopefully will be a little more to your liking for those of you that like longer episodes and to see the entire process. In those other episodes as well, I did mention that I'm going to be doing a special. Oh, I'm spilling out all over the place. That was already done. Alright, there we go. And my phone is going off. That's probably what you guys heard. Let me change that. But I am doing a special for Car Mechanic Simulator. I just need to get all the vehicles pulled down here. And yes, I said that with the plural, so there is quite a bit that'll be going on in that. And it might take a while, but I have an idea on how I want to record that. It looks like that was the only thing that needed to be taken out that was bad. Was that? Let's go ahead and set that up so it's ready to go. And taking a look, everything is done other than body paneling, so in the interior. So we need seat 8 leather D. Go ahead and do that. Seat 8 leather D. Yep. Yeah, that's cool. That's got that old vintage look of a design for the seat. That's pretty cool. Definitely like seeing that. And I'm going to put that back in there. And that's some race bucket seats. And the steering wheel is which steering wheel? Why do I not see it? Oh, roulette. Okay. So steering wheel roulette is what we're looking for right now. There we go. Perfect. That'll go with this too. Whoops. Oh, perfect. Yep. That's exactly how it used to look. It brings back the vibe of the era of when this car was produced and released. So cool. We are on to body paneling now. Let's go ahead and take a look at and see what we got for that. F40. Yeah, it looks like we have a few different options in here. I think we're going to stick to just being original. Oh, that's cool. I remember that on their official race cars. That's pretty cool to see, actually. LM front clamshell. Is there two different... Oh, there's two different types I have here. Hang on. Which... Oh, what the hell happened? Oh, that's not cool. It changed on me. Oh, probably because... Yep, I still have this mod in that lets me change the condition of the cars. I think there's a way to fix it, though. Let me see. Oh, or just delete it altogether. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, we're gonna go with that. Let me see what the status... we don't know how everything is. We're just gonna go with this. Unfortunately, I mean, at least we got to build it, and you guys got to see some of the body paneling. I gotta remember not to touch the num keys. That's the problem. We're gonna go ahead and move this into the paint shop. That kind of is a bummer in a way, but I mean, to be fair, we were just restoring it, so I guess this is fine as it is. Yeah, okay. And ours was blue, and I'm definitely not doing blue. Yeah, see, ours was... That's how ours looked. I'm not doing that. Does it have a livery? Oh, it does have livery. Oh, that is cool. It does have a livery. You can change that? Nope, you can't change it. Okay. Not doing a livery. I want to do red. Get that Ferrari red in there. And it's not that bright. It's kind of dark. There we go. Okay, that's about as close as I can get it. Yeah, so when I typed in F40, I hit 4 and it changed the condition of the car. That's why it did what it did out there. So luckily we didn't lose too much. We were just doing a restore. So let's go ahead and dyno this thing and see how it does. I should make just the factory power. So we did lose our fuel pump that I had, which, I mean, oh well, that's okay. This thing stock is 643 horses, so that's what we should be putting out here. Yep. Running stock, not running lean. Everything's running good and clean on it, it looks like. So let's go ahead and there we go. Move the car into the entrance here. I don't want to mess this up again. I don't want to. I just got to remember not to touch my keyboard on the numpad side. So we have our Ferrari here. This thing looks pretty freaking sweet, actually, to be honest. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a seat inside. Oh, there's a little bit of engine clipping in there, but it is what it is. To be expected with the mod. Start it up and listen to it. Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. Alright, let's go take it on the speed track and see how she does. But yeah, unfortunately, I had this mod that was in my game where it's like a spawn generator. But it also lets you like clean up the junkyard. So like I got tired of going back and forth to the junkyard trying to find like a specific car to work on for you guys. So I installed this mod so I can do that. But it comes with all these other features too, which unfortunately is breaking stuff like what happened earlier here. So we're gonna go ahead and start from this outside view with free cam. And we're gonna let it go. There she goes. Sounds real muscular. And we got racing slicks on it just because that's what it came with originally. Working speedo. Now it's tapping out in 5th gear. It needs a 6th gear. Or else it'd be hitting 300 kilometers. So 297 is the top speed of this car, and that's just factory speed for it. And if I had a 6th gear, it probably would have went even further than that. But it is what it is. But yeah, I really do. I grew up like with the poster of this car in my room, along with the Lamborghinis back in that era. So a lot of kids anyways had car posters in their room, and they would have like either the Ferraris or the Lamborghinis, and I was fortunate enough to have both. So this was definitely on my poster, or was a poster in my room rather. And it's, I mean, you can see why. It's got 2 sets of headlights. It's got pop up and down headlights if you know Donut Media. And it's got regular headlights there. It's such a unique car, and it's so fast. And for the time era that it came out, it was just insane. What it was. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought, and until next time, take care.